Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
And my name's Adele Quo.
And here we go with another show somewhere around the middle of August 2013. My, this year is racing by.
The end of the summer.
We thank you for joining us. Yeah, the summer is rapidly drawing to a close. School will be starting before you know it, and that's our show. You guys want to say hello?
Yeah, hello, yeah.
Hello.
Hello. The usual lineup here, we have News and Community Bulletin Board. Adele is here with
It's Easy Being
Green. CBB Rich Masabny with his reviews. And then News for Seniors. And also Rich doing double duty again tonight, talking with Tracy Clark from who's director of the Office of Community Relations from George Mason University. That's our show, but before we begin, here's a reminder about our social media outlets over here.
That's right, Fred. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1, or you can also visit us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News.
Unbelievable. YouTube and Facebook. There we are. And here we are. Here we go with the first of our news stories. Looks better this way. Use my News for Seniors glasses. Arlington resident Atima Omera Alwala, I've been practicing, has been elected president of the Young Democrats of America. She's both the first Virginian and the first African American to hold the position. The election was held on Sunday, August 11th. Omera Alwala held the position of the Young Democrats vice president since 2011. The Richmond native has degrees from the University of Virginia and George Mason University. She worked for Senator Mark Warner when he was governor and currently works as a consultant and nonprofit manager. So congratulations.
Go alumni, UVA alumni.
Well, the tire slasher struck again. Last month, we reported on a series of mostly hybrid cars across Arlington that had their tires slashed. Well, on Thursday, August the 8th, 10 vehicles in the Arlington View neighborhood along Columbia Pike had their tires slashed. And police say all the incidents occurred between 2:45 a.m. and 6:40 a.m. A screwdriver was found nearby, and police believe it may have been used to destroy the tires. Unfortunately, they don't have any suspects and need your help to catch the vandals. If you have any information related to this case, call 703-558-2222.
All right, in other news items, 2 Arlington residents have been arrested and charged with running an illegal pharmaceutical business. They ran their business under the name Gallant Pharma from their Crystal City apartment. 38-year-old Saeed Farahano Wuda and his 36-year-old wife, Deba Malik, led an 11-member drug team. They all face federal fraud and medical-related charges. The group imported non-FDA-approved prescription drugs from around the world, changed the labels, and then resold the drugs to doctors, hospitals, and other medical practices across the country. The scheme allegedly generated over $8.6 million over the period of about 4 years. They promoted their activity on a website that promised to deliver prescription drugs for wholesale prices. Daniel.
Well, Arlington resident Chai Tamaki has won the district level of the largest Toastmasters International Speech Contest, which is the largest speaking competition in the world. She defeated 200 other local participants and will now compete in the semifinals. If she wins, she would represent D.C. District 27, which includes Southwest Maryland and Northern Virginia. If she wins her division in the semifinals, Tamaki will be one of 9 people participating in the finals. They take place 2 days later. Originally from Japan, Tamaki has lived in Arlington for 13 years, works as a translator, and is a bilingual paralegal. She joined Toastmasters 4 years ago to improve her English skills. Great. An amazing story.
That's good story.
Congratulations.
Good news. We wish her good luck in that competition.
Absolutely.
Toastmasters International. Well, a woman has died after falling from the top of a building in Ballston. It's believed that she left several bags on the roof of Randolph Towers apartment building on 9th Street North and then jumped to her death. The woman landed on top of a parked car and a man was inside the car at the time. He was unhurt, but noticeably shaken. Police are investigating the incident as a probable suicide. Another person, a man, died after jumping or falling from Randolph Towers back in April of 2011. Daniel.
Well, in an unrelated story, but also a mysterious incident, a woman fell 20 feet but was rescued by Arlington County firefighters. She survived, and the woman fell at around 3 p.m. on Sunday, that's August the 11th, near the second overlook on the George Washington Parkway. She suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to George Washington University Hospital.
All right, thanks, Daniel. We'll be back with our CBB Community Bulletin Board file right after we hear from Adele. And
It's easy
being green.
Hi,
Here's
Adele.
Hey, thanks guys. It is easy being green, knowing which garden critters are good for your plants. Not all bugs and garden critters are bad. There are beneficial insects and animals that can help you by feeding on the harmful pests. It's Mother Nature's way of controlling these pesky insects. Many common insects and creatures are actually good for your garden. Gardeners that use biological controls and enlist the aid of our good garden critters will fight and minimize pest outbreaks and reduce or eliminate the need for chemical pesticides. That's great news for growing your veggies and flowers. So learn to identify and invite beneficial garden critters into your landscape to help you control pests naturally. For example, lady beetles, green lacewings, taconid flies. They feed on small, soft-bodied insect pests and their eggs. If you plant a variety of flowers, especially the umbrella-shaped ones like yarrow and dill, that will be very helpful. Dragonflies, they eat mosquitoes, aphids, and other pesky pests. They thrive in wetlands, so add a small pond or leave a naturally marshy area in your landscape. Bees, honeybees, bumblebees, and these other species are important pollinators, so avoid spraying pesticides, especially during the day when the bees are out foraging. Spiders. I saw one in my shower the other day, but and that's what spurred this whole story. And unlike screaming, I was like, oh, save the spiders, because most species of spiders are beneficial and help keep your pests in check. So resist the urge to kill garden spiders when you see them, even in your shower. Frogs and toads, they eat slugs and other plant pests. Create moist hiding places such as piles of rocks, old branches, and overturned clay pots. Bats, they eat countless mosquitoes, making your time in the garden more enjoyable. So put up a few bat boxes to invite them in. Lizards, they eat your pesky insects. Include some flat rocks that get the morning sun, and they can warm themselves in preparation for a day of insect hunting. And of course, your songbirds. They eat pests, insects, and their eggs. So invite these beautiful feathered friends to your garden with houses, feeders, and bird baths. Plant shrubs that produce berries, and yes, even snakes and wasps have a place in your healthy... Even snakes. I love them. The garden snakes. So it's easy being green by inviting the beneficial garden critters into your garden to help you control the pesky ones.
A bat box, you say.
Bat box?
What is a bat box? I've never seen a bat box before.
I'll have to bring one in then.
Well, we'd like to see that demonstrated.
Absolutely. Let's build one together. Just like the composting.
Let's build a bat box.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you,
Good
Adele.
job.
I'll take you
Thanks,
up on it.
Adele. We
Thanks.
appreciate your report tonight. Here we go, marching right along now with our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file. Every Friday this month, you can watch the final few Roslyn movies on the green. August 16, it's the High School Musical 3 senior year, starring Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, and Ashley Tisdale. Then on the 23rd, American Graffiti from 1973, that will be screened. The movie starred Richard Dreyfuss, Ron Howard, and Paul Lamont. And then on the 30th, another great 70s hit, Grease, will be shown. The movie starred John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, and Stockard Channing. On Saturday, the 24th of August, Gulf Branch Nature Center's annual Bat Festival returns. This one-day event starts at 6 p.m., has fun and educational activities for the whole family. To learn more about it or to register, you can visit their website, www.arlingtonva.us/DPR, or give them a call, 703-228-3403. Daniel.
Well, Craig, if bats aren't quite your style, then maybe fine dining is. The Metropolitan Washington Restaurant Week runs from August the 19th to the 25th. And you can try your fare from some of the area's best restaurants at bargain prices. 13 Arlington restaurants are participating, and each one offers a 3-course menu for lunch and dinner. The discount lunch meals are $20.13 and dinners are $35.13. For a full list of all the participating restaurants or to reserve a table, visit their website at www.ramw.org/restaurantweek. Before summer ends, Arlington Public Schools want to encourage students to take time to read. APS has a number of options to help parents create a personalized reading list for younger students. One option is Arlington County Library's Dig Into Reading program. Several schools are participating. The goal is for students to read 10 books this summer. And
10 books?
Yes, 10 books.
10 books.
And participants may win prizes, and
Wow.
the Friends of the Library will donate $1 per child to help the Queens Library rebuild after Hurricane Sandy. Visit Arlington Public Schools or Arlington Public Library's website to learn more information.
10 books. Dude, get to get through 10 pages.
But it's for a good cause
It's
to
a
help
good-
those victims of
All right.
Hurricane Sandy.
You bet. Thanks, Daniel. Okay, we'll be back with our News for Seniors file right after we hear from Rich Masabni, our man about town, and his reviews.
Hey, Rich.
Thank you, boys.
Take it
Thank
away.
you. Thank you. I'm a big fan of Virginia Ballet Company and the school in Fairfax. I look forward to all their performances. This past Sunday, they did a wonderful show called Precedence 2013, and they gave a sampling, really, with about 25 dances of stuff they do. Their artistic director is Tish Cordova. She's wonderful, and she's carried out in the tradition of many years before. She was a student there herself one time. Okay, so the Virginia Ballet Company, if you don't have any little ones, then I don't know, because they got a ballet school, and there's kids 3 years old there, too. And the next performance, actually, is not till December 27, 28, and 29, way off, the Nutcracker. But most people do the Nutcracker way before that date. They do it after Christmas. It's really wonderful. They do it over in North Virginia Community College at the Ernst Cultural Center. Okay, enrollment, in case anybody's interested, has some kids out there, starts at September 3. For more information, call 703-249-8227 or check the web at virginiaballetcompany.org. The Via Veneto Italian restaurant in the Holland Hall Shopping Center over in Alexandria is a very popular neighborhood restaurant. Been there for about 30 years. The two sisters operate it, and well, you get the real McCoy. And the dishes include almost a dozen pasta dishes, and it's made every day there. And other favorites are lasagna, manicotti, cannoli, you know, the whole deal. You get it at Via Veneto. Half portions are available for the kids. All dinners come with salad and pasta too. You can. The waiters are knowledgeable and friendly. Very nice. The phone number there is 703-765-6661, or check the web at viavenetorestaurant.net. And finally, DuPont Circle, the DuPont Circle Hotel at 1500 New Hampshire Avenue has the Cafe DuPont. It's an outside. They have an outside bar there in a comfortable setting. Inside is the classy and serene Cafe DuPont with floor-to-ceiling windows, so you could be cool inside and it's stuffy and hot outside, and you could see everything going on around DuPont Circle. Sophisticated restaurant requiring a top-notch management, such as a Swiss-trained, and that's considered the best, Sylvan Kramer. He's the food and beverage director, and David Fritsch is the executive chef. He's too Swiss trained. So you're getting a French influenced menu, features local farmers and right from that area in Washington. Okay, I want to give, they got so many wonderful things on that menu. I want to just Cafe DuPont, their phone number is 202-483-6000, or check the website, which is DoyleCollection.com. They'll be on the screen because they got restaurants around the world. And there's got branzino, the wonderful fish. Okay, it's a whole bunch of stuff. It's just try them, Cafe DuPont. Thank you. Thank you, boys.
Thank you so much, Rich.
Via Veneto?
Yeah,
Via Veneto. They got cannolis?
they sure do.
I like cannolis.
Yes.
All right, good job. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Rich.
it. And before we start our News for Seniors segment here, a shout out to Pat and Judy. Pat and Judy, two of our newest viewers down there in Columbia Pike somewhere. Thanks for watching. Keep watching, and we'll keep delivering here. Here we go with our News for Seniors file. The Central Library will hold a free, FREE free community resource fair Wednesday, August 21st from 2 to 7 in the afternoon. The Central Library is located on North Quincy Street. The event will be hosted by Enterprise Development Group, EDG. It is a nonprofit that provides information, resources, and support to Arlington residents interested in entrepreneurship. The fair includes information about business assistance, tax prep, employment counseling, health screening, and senior programs. To learn more, give them a call, 703-685-0510. Daniel.
Well, Barbara Green, CPA, will conduct a free, yes, that's a free interactive program called
Free,
Retire
tasty.
But Don't Stop Working. The program is directed at all people close to and recently retired. The program will be held on Saturday, that's August the 24th, at 10:30 a.m. at the Lee Senior Center. Ms. Green will discuss part-time jobs to be had, starting second careers, and running small businesses. For more information and to register, call 703-228-0555. Craig.
All right, some information now about senior financial management. A Merrill Lynch Senior Financial Advisor is conducting 2 different programs, count them 2, at different senior centers the week of August 19. Both programs are FREE free. The first program will cover planning ahead for health care needs in retirement. That'll take place at Walter Reed Senior Center Tuesday, August 20 at 6 in the evening. To register, give them a call, 703-228-0955. The second program will discuss turning anticipated investment trends into sound financial plans. This program will be held Thursday, August 22 at 4 in the afternoon at Langston Brown Senior Center. For more information and to register, 703-228-6300.
A lot of 2s, Craig.
222.
Yeah.
We like 2s. 2s are good.
Well, if you want to register for the Northern Virginia Senior Olympics by mail, then Friday, August the 23rd is your last chance. Mail registrations must be postmarked by August the 23rd. Online registrations are open until Friday, that's August the 30th, and there is no on-site registration for any event. Opening day is Saturday, September the 7th, and events continue through September the 19th. For more information, call 703-228-4721 or email them at nvso1982@gmail.com.
Mitch and I are going to be out there doing
That's
Scrabble.
right.
Yeah.
Scrabble, is it?
Yeah.
Pickleball.
Yeah, and
Crosswords.
I'm going to do the 300 meter.
And the javelin. Okay. Don't worry. Be happy. What do happy people do differently? Well, apparently quite a bit. Social science research is beginning to discover the what and why of happiness. Senior adult specialist Nancy Connors says happy people tend to flow with the groove of life in their own unique ways. Join Ms. Connors to explore 10 things happy people do differently. The first presentation will be at Langston Brown Senior Center Friday, August 23 at 10:30 in the morning. To reserve your spot, call Langston Brown, 703-228-6300. The second session will be held at 1:30 in the afternoon, same day, at Aurora Hills Senior Center. For more information and to register for that second session, 703-228-5722.
Be happy.
Don't worry, be happy, as Bobby McFerrin once said. And thanks, as always, to Judy Masabny of the Office of
Thank
Senior
you so
Adult
much,
Programs for helping us out and sending us these announcements. We'll
She's
be back
happy.
to say goodbye. She's happy.
Yeah.
She's happy. We're happy. We're all happy here. Okay. We'll be back to say goodbye right after we hear, we hope right after we hear from Rich and his guest. Here's Rich.
I'm pleased to introduce you to Tracy Clare. She's at George Mason University. She's Director of Community and Local Government Relations. And she covers everything. In other words, well, I'm going to ask you. I was going to start to tell because we've had an earlier conversation.
Yes.
But sort of outline what you do.
So our job is to really reach out to our local government officials, the elected officials in Fairfax, Prince William, Loudoun, Arlington counties, as well as the city of Fairfax, develop relationships with boards of supervisors, city council, mayor, as well as work with our residential population and the communities and business organizations that are around all of our campuses.
Now that seems like a big job, and I know you're basically a one-man band, or you have an assistant.
Right.
How do you cover all that?
You know, it's fun. It's a great job, and so it doesn't seem like work. We attend Chamber of Commerce events. We hold community forums to reach out to our residential population. We have one-on-one meetings with our elected officials, and it just sort of rolls. It just sort of happens.
You had told me earlier when we were talking that you actually have some of the faculty. And there's how many? 5,000 in the faculty?
We do. We have we're close to now 6,000
Wow.
faculty and staff that work at the university.
So you cover almost every subject in a way.
We do, and we have a Mason Speakers Bureau program where we can send faculty staff
At no cost,
at
right?
no cost out into the
And
community
I think
to
that's
speak.
amazing. In other words, if there's a group watching out here, you know, some kind of little community group or
Rotary
what-
clubs, garden
stuff
clubs,
like that.
absolutely.
Yeah, all these that you could call the school. I'm going to give you a phone number. This is the right number: 703-993-8846. And if you're lucky, maybe Tracy Clare will pick up the phone. Now you got a website too, and it's communityrelations.gmu.edu, and that'll be up on the screen as you can see. And from there, one could get a better idea. Like if people watching say, well, gee whiz, I'm here in Arlington, and I'm doing this and doing that. I didn't know you can get a professional to come in. That's a real nice service.
It is. We also have space on all of our campuses, so groups that are looking to rent space for meetings are also welcome to come to campus to utilize that space.
Really? Wow. You know, as I told you before, I know George Mason University Center for the Arts.
Right.
And I'm crazy about that place.
Right.
And you do stuff in connection with that yourself?
I don't do anything directly with the arts, but we do promote it to the community. So we have the Center for the Arts on the Fairfax campus. We have the Hilton Performing
Yeah.
Arts Center on the Prince William campus. We
Yeah.
also have vision lecture series and other types of opportunities at all three of our campuses, including the Arlington campus, for people to come and listen to some of our faculty experts speak on research that they're doing.
Yeah, I've been to the Hilton Performing Arts Center there maybe 2 or 3 times. It's a great place.
Beautiful.
Great, really.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm partial to George Mason. I can't believe all the other colleges around, GW and Catholic, they can't do what you do. Huh?
I'm sure they're doing their very best.
What in the little bit of time we have, is there anything specific that I am not smart enough to think of asking you?
Well, we absolutely would love for people to come to our website to see the numerous services and resources that we offer the community. We have everything from children's programs during the summer camp programs. You can become a member of any of our aquatic and fitness facilities. We have the lecture programs where you can book a speaker to come out free of charge. There are just so many things that you can take advantage of a university, even if you're not a faculty, staff, or student there. And we really want the community to feel like this is their university and to take advantage of the world-class researchers and faculty and staff that we have there.
But you actually said you got close to 6,000 people in the faculty. I mean, that's got to
Right.
cover almost everything, right?
We do. We have subjects that range from how to grow an orchid to our research and transportation in the area, and we have economists, we have engineers. So it really does run the gamut of the kinds of topics that we can cover. We also have 33,000 students at George Mason University, and some of those students also go out into the community. They mentor young children. They develop relationships with some of our K-12 schools. They're doing community service. So
What kind of community service? Give me an idea.
we've done things such as painting shelters, or going out to benefit,
Help the homeless,
help the
maybe?
homeless. Exactly. We do a lot of Alzheimer's walks. We develop teams of students who go out to help support some of these things. As a matter of fact, our student government has a program that they do once a year called the Big Event. And they do 5 or 6 community outreach programs where they send about 50 students to each one of those programs. So they they kind of pick and choose different things that might benefit the military, or it might benefit seniors, or it might benefit children or families. So they really try to do a lot of outreach into the community.
You do so much, Tracy, and there's so many programs already going. I mean, is there room for any other kind of program or something you'd like to add to, or thinking about maybe next year we'll do this that we're not doing now?
We don't have anything that we're about to add. We've recently started a couple of programs. Just in the last year or two, we've started a Good Neighbor program for our off-campus students to teach them to be better neighbors. It's their first time living off campus. We want to make sure that they're following local ordinances and that they're being a good neighbor. They're not partying too loud or parking too many cars on the streets. So we help educate them in fun ways. We also have a Patriot Pack-Out program that benefits Northern Virginia. We collect food, clothing, and small appliances, which get donated to Food for Others and Northern Virginia Family Services. So all of that stays local, and we collect those from students moving out.
Tracy Clare, Director of Community and Local Government Relations at George Mason University. The phone number is 703-993-8846, or look up the website communityrelations.gmu.edu. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate
My
it.
pleasure. Rich Masabny, back to the desk.
All right, there we go. Thanks,
Thank you, Rich. Yeah.
And Tracy from
Pleasure,
George
pleasure.
Mason University. Good job.
Yeah.
And thanks to all of you for watching this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. We appreciate your support out there. Join us again next week. You'll be there, we'll be here, and we'll do it all again. Enough said?
Cheerio.
Enough said.
Absolutely.
Have a
Thank you
safe
so
week.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Your glasses?